Hi, and welcome to Cenario, your partner in mental wellness. Here on our channel, we share educational, insightful, and science-backed content to help you understand your mental health and take meaningful steps toward a more balanced life. If you're ready to learn, grow, and take control of your wellness journey, let's jump right in.
Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever had those moments where you're feeling something so big or so confusing that you just can't find the right words for it? Well, today, we're going to dive into a really powerful tool that helps us speak when words just aren't enough: art therapy. This quote, it just gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? When we can't say what we're feeling, sometimes we can show it. Art gives us a whole other language, a visual one, to express everything that's going on inside. So, how does this visual language actually work in a real therapeutic setting? Let's get into it. So, the big question, what is art therapy really? It's a great question, and the answer is way more fascinating than you might think. We've got to start by getting clear on what it is, and maybe just as important, what it isn't. Okay, see those key phrases there? Psychotherapy and psychological theory. That's the core of it. This isn't just about doodling to feel better. Art therapy is a real clinical practice. It's grounded in psychology, and it uses that creative process as a serious therapeutic tool. And this, right here, is probably the biggest mix-up we need to clear up. In an art class, it's all about the final product, right? The finished painting. But in art therapy, the focus is 100% on the process of making it. Think of it like this. In an art class, you learn how to draw a perfect circle. In art therapy, you and your therapist might dig into why you chose to draw a broken one. The whole goal is emotional healing, and it's guided by a trained therapist, not just an art instructor. So that leads us to the next big question, right? How does this whole process actually work? I mean, what really happens in a session that leads to healing? Let's break it down. The secret ingredient is the art therapist. They do so much more than just hand you some paint. These are licensed mental health professionals, okay? They have specialized training to design sessions just for you, to apply psychological theory to what you create, and to guide you in finding real insights in your own work. So, a session usually follows these 4 steps. It starts with an assessment, just to set some goals. Then comes the art making, and after that, you get to the reflection. And this is where the magic really happens. You and the therapist kind of become detectives, looking for clues in your artwork about what's going on inside. And finally, integration is all about taking what you've discovered and actually using it in your life. And this brings me to maybe the most freeing part of art therapy. You absolutely do not need to be an artist. Not even a little bit. There is zero judgment on your skills. It truly doesn't matter if you draw stick figures or paint a masterpiece. What matters is the emotion, the story that your creation is trying to tell. So, who is this for? Well, one of the amazing things about art therapy is that it's incredibly versatile. It can help a huge range of people. I mean, the range here is just incredible. It's so effective for kids who might not have the vocabulary to talk about their trauma, for veterans working through PTSD, for individuals on the autism spectrum, and even for older adults who might be dealing with dementia. It really meets people wherever they are, no matter their age or what they've been through. And this image, I think it just captures that perfectly. Whether it's a child's scribbled drawing full of color or an older adult's careful brushstroke, the simple act of creating opens up this universal path to understanding and healing. It really connects us all. Okay, so we've seen how it works and who it's for. Now let's talk about the results. What are the real, tangible benefits you can get from this unique kind of therapy? Well, on a psychological level, the impact is huge. Research actually shows it can directly reduce symptoms of things like depression and anxiety. Think about it. By giving form to a difficult feeling, like actually painting your anger or sculpting your grief, you can start to process it, to manage it. And that builds your emotional resilience, your ability to bounce back when things get tough. But it's not just about feelings. The act of creating, planning a piece, choosing colors, solving little visual problems, it engages your brain in a really unique way. It's like a workout for your mind. This can actually enhance your focus, sharpen your problem-solving skills, and open up totally new ways of communicating. And those benefits just keep going. They ripple outward. When it's done in group settings, creating art together can just break down barriers and build these amazing community bonds. Just picture a group of veterans all working on a mural together. That process can help them build a shared sense of identity and create an incredible support network. All right, after all that, let's make this personal. We've talked about the what, the how, and the why. The last question is, Could this be a path that's right for you? So let's just take a second to really reflect on that. Obviously, there's no single right answer for everyone, but there are definitely a few things that might suggest it could be a really good fit. Just take a look at this list. Does any of this resonate? Maybe you find it really hard to talk about your emotions, or maybe you feel a little stuck in traditional therapy. If you're looking for a more creative way to understand yourself and manage stress, art therapy could open up a powerful new door for you. So we'll leave you with this one question. If you were to just sit down right now with a blank page, no pressure, no expectations at all, what story do you think would come out? If you let it speak, what would your art say? That right there is the journey art therapy invites you to start.
Thank you for watching Cenario. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. For personalized mental wellness supplements, visit Cenario.com. See you in the next one.